Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6 of 2.5 Takes. Today we're going to be diving into the matches for Matchday 4, looking into Matchday 5, talking about how OU took care of Temple, looking to SEC openers, and then hitting some Wrexham, hitting some international matches for the U.S. But today, whatever time you're watching and listening to this, we have a special guest. So again, my name is Shaun, Paul, Stephen, the regulars, but Justin's here.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
First guest.
We have a friend of the
We
pod.
actually have a friend of the pod.
That's
on.
great.
Yeah.
Man, this is great.
Here we go.
Yeah. So do I give you the receipts for the hotel and flight, or how does
That's
this work?
Sean.
That's
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Send
yeah,
that to
oh,
Sean. Yeah.
Sure.
Some money bags over here. No.
Whatever. You're so.
Oh, we're already 20 seconds in.
That's
already off.
You know how to make it awkward.
Yep.
No big deal.
No, it's great. Well, I guess we'll kick it off kind of quickly with this in the worst part of the whole podcast tonight. Fan of?
Yeah, Man City.
Man
Boys in
City.
Blue. Yeah.
Great
So,
week.
One of the
Come on.
things we talked about, on our first episode was how we became a fan of each team. So how did you become a Man City fan?
Yeah. So I mean, I've coached for the last 20 years soccer. So grew up playing it, coached it, collegiate, high school, all that. So I've always been around the game. Obviously, growing up in our time period, it was really hard to get overseas games. But I would say kind of pre-money, like the 2009, 2010 era is when I really started kind of following Man City. I mean, obviously United was always around, but my dad had to try to grow me up as a Cowboys fan. I just felt like being a United fan would be like the same thing.
You'd been through enough heartbreak after the 90s,
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of, you were able to start watching games on TV a lot more consistently and get a little bit more involved. I mean, you can always be a fan of something, but it's really hard to stay involved when you can't really see much.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the tough thing about back then. And it's gotten a lot better for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, pretty much every match is available on
YouTube TV.
YouTube TV or
Peacock.
Yeah. So,
Yesterday, during all the plethora of NCAA matches, they were showing Barcelona, I think Valencia, on YouTube TV. And then after he and I watched United City, YouTube TV was showing Roma, some other Italian team. But it was so convenient to have all that right there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, I mean,
you're starting to see some, like, even the Mexican League, you're starting to see a lot of their games. I mean,
Yeah.
just even sometimes you just find random games of teams you've never heard of, which, back in the day, Serie A was about all we could watch here and there. But
Absolutely. Yeah.
which is it's nice. Good time to be a sports fan, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
as long as you
There's
pay,
a subscription out there.
yeah,
for
as long as you
everyone.
pay the subscription, you can watch just about whatever sport you want. Yeah.
And I do.
Every one of them.
Everyone.
Total money bags.
And I steal
I sure
his
pass
login.
guys. Yeah. Equal opportunity.
So United. So people listen. United didn't
Sean,
do
you
very
okay?
well.
Do you need a tissue?
What
What
was your prediction? So last week we talked about the game.
I was close. I said 3-1.
You did say
Did I
3-1.
emphasize on United? Or did I just
You
say
said
3-1?
Manchester.
I did.
You-
I hedged my bets.
you went Manchester.
Yeah.
We'll have to go back and re-listen to that one just
That's
to verify.
I kind of felt the same way, 4-2, and it could be either way.
We talked about before early on that.
It's a weird year.
But it's on my side of things. It made it worse when City have 9 players on the injured list right now. I mean, they are suffering with injuries. United did have a couple guys out. I'm not gonna sit there and say putting Cunha and Mount in would have just changed the entire game. But it's gotten to the point to where I don't want to see another manager gone because I'm sick of it. But it's been 36 games, and I think they've won 7.
So
they've not won back-to-back games with Emram at the helm.
What was his?
Sounds like Everton.
What was his
You're
body?
winning.
What was his body language from the sideline? Because I know at Grimsby Town, it just looked awful.
Oh, he looks like a fan. He looks like someone who's just constantly
downs
furious.
Yes. Okay.
Like his emotions are right there. And so especially when you're watching the game early on, both teams, City didn't look crisp and clean like they have in a long time, which was weird to watch them play that way. And then I think what helped City, especially in the second half, was United was going so far for it, and it opened us up. We're already an open team because of the way we play. That once the game got expansive and you play hospital balls. How many times you heard me yell that during the game? It's ridiculous.
No. Well, honestly, like United, I think this season, I think they are more complete as a team, play as a team, have somewhat of an identity of what they're trying to do. Now, it doesn't always look like it, but more than they have in the last 3, 4, 5 years.
The only hope I have, did you see, I think it was last weekend, did you see Henri talk about United? He goes, people are dogging on them, right? They've been to 5 finals in 5 years. They've only won 2 of them. I get that.
Well, they outpossessed City today. When's the last time that happened?
That's wild.
Versus City, that's a lot. But I also think that also helps City win 3-0.
But when's the last time City's been outpossessed by anyone?
Yeah,
maybe Liverpool, because it's not going to be Arsenal. That's not how they're going to play. So maybe Liverpool is the only team I can think of.
Maybe.
But great win for City. It's another long week for United.
So y'all are sitting at what 14th, 8th,
14th, 8th,
5 today. I think I'm 5. You're probably like 6 or 7.
Are we still 6th?
Something like that. It's early.
Yeah, so. but the nice thing is for both of you guys, again, we all thought 3-1s. I don't know who wants to dive in first of the draws, but
yeah, we so Warner had a game in Edmond on Saturday, and so we caught pretty much the second half of the game on the way home. And I was being very safe. Obviously, had the phone mounted, and we were driving on the highway, so everything was fine.
You had him driving?
Totally fine.
He was driving.
Yeah, we were
the wife
both
was driving.
You,
Porter was driving.
Yeah.
We're great. We're just enjoying the game, listening to the game. Obviously,
you have a Tesla. You just told Tesla to drive.
Dude, yeah, full self-driving is not cheap. So we're watching, and Cole Palmer subs in, and so that was a relief to see. Like, okay, he's on the bench at least.
You like Cole Palmer?
Oh my god! Oh, who said that?
That was a pull from
the little kid
that when you walked in with the
Porter's
Cole Palmer
party.
Yes. I got roasted. I was like, he's good. What are you talking about? Like, and so he subs in like 3 minutes later, scores. Like one of those just one of his great finishes, just composed. And then Caicedo does not score the kind of goals that he's like. It's just ridiculous. And he doesn't even wind up. He kind of just is planted, and then he just shoots. And I think when you're driving and you have to stop suddenly and you put your arm across, right? We're on the highway and I go, whoa. And I like touch Warner like in the chest, like really hard. And he was like, so it was probably really dangerous actually to do that. But it was just like just a
stop talking Paul
rocket. Yeah. Anyways, sorry. But it was just such an incredible shot. And of course we like gave the lead away at the very end, but it was fine. At least we didn't lose, I guess. So
thanks.
1 point is better than no point.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. What about y'all?
Yeah, falling into Everton, we kind of got into one of those games where, I felt like we possessed the ball really well. We pushed the ball forward a lot. Grealish had a great game.
He makes a big difference.
Hit the woodwork a few times. Like y'all were, it was there.
Yeah. We had several, especially right there at the very end of the game. We had probably 2 crosses that were, if the header would have just been a little bit crisper, or a little bit more ahead, that we could have got that goal. But one great save at the end by the Villa
Martinez.
Yeah, just
World Cup winner.
It was a great save. So kind of looking at that, that's what I like we said. I'll take the point, and I think as long as we're showing evidence that we're pushing the ball, that we're getting it centered, accurately, and which has been the case for most of the year with Grealish in, and I don't know that we had any really crazy like shot opportunities other than on the crosses and stuff, but for the most part, just kind of played good defense, didn't turn the ball over in crazy situations or anything like that. So Surprisingly, I don't think Pickford had to do as much as he usually does for us.
Villa's attack does not look very threatening.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed. In y'all's defense, Tarkowski definitely has moments of like you kind of want to like pucker up a little bit, but besides that, that defense does look pretty stout.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say what are we, four games in?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's going to be a winner declared, with a month left or
Yeah.
anything
Not.
like that.
I think you're right.
This is going to be one of the more exciting seasons
Down
as
to the
far
wire.
as I don't think I think there'll be a couple fairly dominant teams, but I think anybody can be beaten just about any day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I think we've seen that too. Is there any other matches that stuck out where any underdogs kind of pulled it off or anything? Trying to look through.
I mean, I don't recall anything crazy.
Arsenal won 3-0 versus Nottingham.
Right.
Today, I guess, and I didn't see the very end. We had to make it to church. But Liverpool with a penalty in the 94th minute ended up beating Burnley.
Was it controversial?
I didn't.
Okay.
I haven't looked yet. Great research for the pod, but and that does make them. They're the only team still to be undefeated. However, they did not. Context: Burnley has not allowed more than one goal scored against them. Mind you, they're in the championship last year, but they have not allowed one or more goals scored. They have not allowed one. What am I trying to say?
One or more goals
scored against them at home in a calendar year. Like that's
one's been the limit. More than one.
Yeah, one has been the limit.
So since this time
Nobody's scored
last
more than
year,
one
no one
goal.
has scored more than
Yes.
one goal on them.
There's four of us.
At
We'll
home.
get there. Yes. And so with that, they are a very stout. Scott Parker has them playing great defense. There's not very much an attack. When they did have times, it's one of those things where if any of our four teams would sit back and wait for the counter, Liverpool is beatable.
Yeah.
I mean, watching, because Burnley does not have the speed of any of our teams. Like, I don't care who it is. If it is Mbuemo, if it is Doku, Grealish, any of your 72 players, it's
Brazilians.
I mean, but that's the thing though, is like I don't think Liverpool is a sure favorite, like you were saying, which is nice. It is nice to know that this won't continue.
Yeah, we say that when they have four wins.
They have, and again, championship teams find ways to win, right?
Yeah.
But
sure.
Difficulty of schedule.
Yeah, because
Like,
have they played? I haven't looked.
So they played Burnley. They played. I'm pulling it up here.
I think it'd be interesting to see.
They played
too.
Arsenal, Newcastle, Bournemouth.
I know there's been a lot of talk, but there's been a ton of injuries early on, and I wonder if that has to do with the Club World Cup plus international stuff.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough
I mean,
rest.
that's throwing a lot of
in
teams
the
off
summer.
early on already.
I think that's a point to be taken.
Here.
It's hard to know what is, because they're still going to be doing fitness in July and August at their respective club if they're not in the Club World Cup. And so what's the difference between, I guess, playing full games and that being a mode of staying in shape as opposed to training fitness? But I'm sure there's more dedicated time to recovery when you're at home. So
Yeah,
I'm sure that's part of it.
If you're playing a game, then you're probably, your body is taking more. I mean, your legs in general and your knees and stuff are all taking more compact, running, changing directions, all that kind of stuff versus more just staying fit.
Yeah.
That you're not taking a guy who weighs 140 to 180, depends on probably who it is. McAllister or Van Dijk. One of them hitting you.
Yeah.
That's not happening when you're just
That's true.
Yeah, when
individually
you're
training.
Yeah.
And if that happens consistently, especially if you're a center forward, I mean, and there's also, I don't know, we've all played a sport, right? There's been times where, now, regardless of our age, I can go run and sprint, and I feel like I'm pretty fast. I feel like, maybe it's just me, but when there's a ball involved, if I'm playing basketball or if it's even pickleball or if I am playing soccer, I feel like I've gotten quicker because there's a motive. And so I think maybe this is just me just kind of rambling on about it, but when you're training, you don't have that burst of speed like you would. That's why you're seeing so many people pull up with hamstrings. It's a weird way to look at it, but
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, there's also a lot of research too, just coming out of the college game. The mental fatigue of not having time off
Sure.
has shown to physiologically lead to more injuries as well,
It's wild.
which is
Part of the body.
yeah.
Just got to have some time off.
My mental fatigue right now is just.
As a fan, you
I'm
need
just
time
here.
to recover.
Typical United. It's no longer excitement for the season; it's the dreading of what's about to come. For the
Hey,
next,
what all I
Man.
have looking forward to right now is we are 12 weeks of Thunder being NBA champions. That's
There we
all
go.
I have.
So good. And the Clippers are in shambles, it seems.
We'll get to
Yeah,
that. We'll get to
come to
that.
that in a
We'll get to
little
We'll get
that.
there later.
So, kind of hit on the main games we want to talk about for Matchday 4. Matchday 5 is actually it'll be a fun weekend. That weekend will be kicking off at 6:30 Saturday morning. Everton, Liverpool.
Is that y'all? Oh,
So that's
early.
Yeah, the Merseyside Derby.
Do you think there's going to be
Derby.
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 You got it.
I don't know.
Derby?
Yeah.
Are you gonna think? As much as I would love for Everton to win, a draw to me would be
I
taking
feel
points
like,
off.
feel like that has been the MO of Everton. Even whenever they're been having really bad seasons, they somehow figure out not every time. No, not beat, but to tie to get a draw with Liverpool.
I have like a memory seared into my brain of, I think it was Jagielka, and he just crushed one from outside of the box. This is like probably 8 or 9 years ago. And it was one of those things, like they were down and it was like in the 90th minute, and it was
somehow
just
found a way
dude,
to
electric.
to
It
pull
was
the draw.
it was insane.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
So that's one of those, that looks like it's going to be fun. I'd love to get to go to, a match like that. But it's just
When you fly across the pond,
right.
well, you're gonna be there this summer, right? Or
Next summer.
next
Next
okay.
summer. But I won't be I'll be in Italy.
Far south.
Yeah, that's true.
And there will be
What's the big deal?
There will be no club games going on because the World Cup will be going on while I'm on the other side of the world.
Man.
So, but I don't know. I don't know enough. Are there, when it comes to Liverpool, are there any other teams other than Liverpool and Everton that are make it in the Premier League?
What are you saying?
There's a ton of teams in Liverpool. There's a ton of teams in London that rotate
I'm with
in
you
and
now.
out. Sorry,
I was thinking the actual team. I was like,
the city of London
Yes.
has a bunch of teams that rotate in and out all the time of the Premier League. I don't feel like there's that in Liverpool. It's pretty much Everton and Liverpool
Probably
are the teams that are
The two main professional teams are Liverpool and Everton.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't feel like there's any.
And they're close to each other, right? Proximity.
Oh,
There is a City of Liverpool FC, a newer fan-owned club that aims to represent the city in the lower leagues. And then another team located in the Liverpool area, Litherland, REMYCA.
Great. Cool.
It's the Northwest Counties Football League Premier Division.
Cool.
So,
So I mean,
there you
There
go.
you go.
so that's
Super Sunday League.
Yes.
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 so that's kind of a fun thing that I think it's those two are the only teams.
Yeah.
In that kind of come from that city, and so they've, rivalry for a really long time. So looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it'd be awesome if we could get the win, but I'd say probably a 1-1 draw is what I'd be pretty happy. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
right?
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Grealish, man, it's gonna be great.
Gosh, we just
with the winner. With the winner.
Yeah, he'll snag one.
Just got to finish.
It'll be good.
So we start the weekend with a fantastic game, and we end the weekend.
With a fantastic game.
You guys play Arsenal.
Oh, what is that? Monday or
That's Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday at 10:30. At 11:30.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I tell you what, the last season into this season, I think it's true what they say. It's a lot harder to stay on top than it is to get there. And obviously when you've won a couple and you've been up there, the expectation is perfection.
This guy.
Elite fatigue.
But I think they've gone away from just their style of play. They've gone away from holding the ball, being methodical, very, just possession oriented. Shaun and I were talking, I think
going back just to the game today on the goal that he had. This is an offsides question because
his second
goal, I understand he was in a spot and they passed it back.
So you can't be offside on your defensive half.
Okay.
So technically, if you're looking at the offside rule, he was in an offside position.
Okay,
But because
okay.
he was on their defensive half, if he was just a step across the half line,
Yep.
he would have been
Okay.
offside.
Yep.
But because United are so bad,
They were so far.
Well, it was a hospital ball. It was a poor pass from Ugarte to Shaw to like barely. I mean, it barely gets there.
Yeah,
Shaw then
coming up and almost stole it right there.
Well, that and then then they're scrambling, and then when the ball passes back from Shaw to either Ugarte or Maguire, Ugarte just stops and it's like, "Oh, Maguire, you're there." I'm thinking, and all of a sudden it gets picked up by their new. I can't remember the new number 4's name for City.
I just
yeah. But it's that he picks it up, and it's like, what else? Of course you can. That's all you're gonna do.
Okay.
And what's frustrating though is the XG for the game, 1.76 to 1.56. So yes, they should have won technically, but it was like 3-0. Like, what are we doing?
What is XG?
It's like the XFL.
Okay.
What
you said?
He's just given
XG. If the game ends, we'll talk about this more for Wrexham too, because it was kind of on point. But for the XG means the expected goals. So there's a lot of statistics that go into if a ball is crossed over.
It's essentially the spread of like a football game.
Okay. Or
yes, but just yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna go all elaborate. He's like, "Here you go."
Yeah, that's a helpful way.
Explaining it to me like I'm an American. There.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So their XG was 1.76
to 1.56.
They're expecting to be a close game.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, I mean, to be fair, it really was. If you look at the stat line, if you look at, I think Man City could have had a few more. I think United could have had 1 or 2. I still think it is a pretty fair result, maybe 2 goals. But run of play.
3-2, I think I would have been happier. The
opportunities, if Man United wasn't Man United, would have been better. I mean, the score doesn't reflect the game. But I think based on the past 6-9 months, the way Man City's played, instead of trying to just be overly dominant in possession, just to sink back and then possess quickly and go forward is what they've been missing. I mean, they may just have to change their whole style of play.
Did you see that goal?
No, I didn't see any.
Oh yeah, let's watch it. Let's watch it all. Let's all watch it together, guys.
I'm ready.
Just this one right here.
I'm gonna point out I'm not putting this in the pod.
Gosh. Yep, he was in his own half. There you go.
So that's why because whenever I saw that, as someone who doesn't know all the rules,
and then just slots it.
I was like, wasn't he offside? But since he was in the defensive half, that
dude.
That
devastating.
People, and then the other offside rule that throws a lot of people. So the rule's written as the second to last defender.
Yeah.
So there's times where a goalkeeper will come forward, and then they become the second to last defender, where most people consider the goalkeeper as the offside line.
Yeah.
And then the parry off of a shot. And so if the ball's shot and the keeper like deflects it, and it goes to somebody who was in an offside position when the ball was shot, then it's offside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But if someone goes to head it and it goes off their head into somebody who's in offside position, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Wild.
The more you know.
I like this. We should do more of that. Have Justin come on and explain.
I told him. Come
because he's a lot better than
people
you.
listening. It's like, what do they do when they're doing like on NFL? It's like, we'll go to the booth and have the referee, the resident referee share.
We're gonna have our rules expert.
Yeah. Is he our?
And then they're coming on to talk about targeting. It's like nobody knows what targeting is, so it's fine.
Oh yeah.
It's
like a handball. And
I jumped.
It's like a handball.
Anyways.
No one knows what a handball is. No one knows what.
I digress.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
Completely. Oh, we haven't talked about this. Are we watching the game together? Blakely doesn't have a game at 11:30 on Saturday.
Hold on a second.
We're gonna check our
the old
calendar.
So
Chelsea United 11:30 Saturday.
I mean, you should probably just come over.
No, I'm fine with that.
Darren's working 9 to 2.
We got a live stream for our 4 followers.
Hey, you might as well do it. Why not?
It's whatever.
I will show my misery live.
With the boys. I'll just be hanging. It's whatever. So yeah, we'll talk. Yeah,
fun.
It's a great idea.
But for the game, I have no hope.
Is it Chelsea? Is it at Chelsea?
No,
Is it
I don't know.
the
Let's see.
Theater of Dreams?
This is great podcast.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
No, we're hosting
yes.
it.
That's the other.
That's
That's the
back-
other thing that a lot of people have a hard time is
Yeah.
the home team's listed first.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is
So
not the case.
we're going to this
Yeah.
and going to OU football. You're like, oh yeah, I got to switch
Yeah,
this around.
Yeah.
That and then when they do the win-win, loss, draw, whatever, you'd think you'd go left or right, but it goes the other way.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so did score prediction for your game?
So I'm gonna go 1-1.
That's a really good. Yeah, I like
I'm gonna
that.
go
And then
1-1.
City Arsenal.
I have a feeling it's going to be a 3-1 game, but I couldn't tell you who's
You're not
on
sure.
top.
Okay.
You're not sure who.
Yeah.
So 3-1. How are you feeling, man?
It's probably going to be in 3-1, and I think it's going to be Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. I'll go 2-0 Chelsea.
And also, I think it'll depend if St. Almonds plays. If it's Bayern Deer, 3-1.
Yeah, one
But-
thing we didn't talk about last week, our predictions. We all went 3-1 for our teams, and we got 2 draws. And
Yeah, and a loss.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
The
see.
opposite direction.
Garnacho. We'll see what he does. You know,
Mm,
not a Man United fan favorite. It seems.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that
just need him to replicate that bicycle kick. Anyways, okay.
During the game, he didn't score. Donnarumma had a great save from left to right, palmed it right out. But Mbeumo had and he lines it up for 4 seconds. You see, he's going to just connect this out of the air, and just you can ask him. We both were like, oh,
What a wanker.
just
That's exactly it right there.
it was fantastic. It was great. He didn't score. It's fine. All right, so.
Wrexham.
Rex, yeah, we were all excited. They're playing QPR. We're going to take care of business. They lost
Queen Park
again.
Rangers.
3-1. There's a 3-1. There it is.
There's a 3-1. It's just
Where are they
it's
at?
Not the
Do you know? Like in the standings? Are they bottom half?
Oh yeah, they're
Let's see,
like I
let's
think 17th.
Yeah.
They're definitely
If
bottom
they can
half.
stay up, I'll be happy. You know what I mean?
It's
I just
so
want this-
early.
Yeah.
And
They have so many more games.
I mean, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit of a false hope when they've gone back to back to back to back. But
yeah.
championship is a big jump.
No doubt.
From League One.
From the rest of it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Totally
It's
agree.
a-
It's a good league.
I think
Yeah.
it's a bigger jump from League One to Championship than it is from Championship to Premier.
Mm.
Because minus the top half. Because most of the bottom half has been in the Championship quite a bit.
Just float. Yeah.
And most teams float between those two. Very few are going to drop down 2 leagues.
Yeah.
And that's where I think
Unless you're Blackpool.
there are a few
Sorry.
exceptions, yes.
Brutal.
Yeah,
But-
but once you're there, you kind of there's enough of a pay gap between Championship and League One that you're probably going to be able to hang out there for a while, or you
Thank you,
get
Ryan
up to
Reynolds.
you get up to the Premier League and you make that money, and then you come back down and you've got, like you said, you got like 5 or 6 years of revenue.
They spent $2 million to buy the club.
They should do what Steve Ballmer did. Sorry, we're not. I keep jumping.
We're
It's
there.
So
We're just
easy.
so
It's
excited.
easy.
Just
They-
pay
they-
some
I
players.
just think
do
it's going
some-
to take them a while to get adjusted to it.
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I don't think they brought in the proper players to
Well,
compete in that league either.
You can't.
Who's
I
their
mean,
big striker that left?
especially when they haven't had a season or two in each league to kind of build the base.
that's
they just
true.
have kind of
They're using some players that were still from non-league.
yes.
which
Yeah.
is a great story. Like the whole thing is made for
Cool
entertainment.
for those
but-
guys, yeah, to be able to ride the wave.
I think a major victory would be top half. I think
Just don't get
realistic
relegated.
goal should be
Just
non
not getting relegated.
Yeah.
How many get relegated in Championship?
I believe it's 3.
I think it's 3.
3. So right now they're 21st out of 24. So they're just above
They're there.
relegation right now.
They're actually looking to. I guess the championship is looking to add a 6th place team in the end of season tournament. So, fun
The
fact:
playoffs.
championship does have it is a playoff at the end. Team, the very first team, automatic promotion, and
First team's automatic.
then it's currently the next
Next 4.
2 through 5 are in a tournament style. One game, you win, you're in. Lose, you're out, right? But they're looking to add a 6th place team. So I think they're almost saying 2 automatic.
like either the 5 and 6 will play for like a play-in type thing to
That
get
too,
into the
yeah.
tournament. Or
It's
something like
that got brought up about a
Yeah.
month ago, and didn't bring it up at first because you
No.
saw one little murmur about it, but it looks like it's catching a little bit more. So, before we, so I think real quick predictions. Because did you say
2-0 Chelsea?
2-0 Chelsea? Okay.
Yeah.
Before we finish with the EPL and Premiership and everything else we want to talk about for soccer, just like we're gonna see segues to Steve Ballmer getting his hand slapped or whatever. Chelsea got a little bit of.
I've always been under the impression if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
See,
says the guy who has 115 things against him.
I was gonna say that sounds like a true Sooner right there. No,
so sue me. No, don't sue me.
Don't do that.
That's the exact opposite of what I want you to do.
Yeah, it's like it popped up, and then very quickly it was like, I don't know. It's like I don't know what will it happen.
Well,
to me, you're not Everton, so you're not going to get any penalty.
It's also self-reported, so usually there's a little bit less lenient or more leniency when it's self-reported.
It was the weird thing. It got brought up, acting like they didn't bring this up, but Chelsea brought this up 3 years ago. Like, hey, just let you know, we did this. You imposed your own issues, but now everyone's like, well, there should be more. There should be points deduction because there was one thing is like, oh, it's gonna be an £8 million slap on the wrist. I'm like, what is £8 million? Like, that's one guy's week of wages. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So
one of the 70 something that they have on the roster.
How many guys are on your roster?
On the a 10-year deal.
Yeah.
10
so,
we cut number 73 to pay for this,
dude.
Basically.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm just curious what EPL does.
A lot of nothing.
More than likely.
Probably.
So. Well, guys, I'll digress a little bit more. Steven, you want to head us off on OU taking care of Temple?
Yeah. So
did you go to the game?
Did you make it to Philadelphia?
You know, I looked at flights and.
Were you like the president of OU going banned? You're not going, so Steven, you can't go either.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what happened.
You heard about that, right? How they hired the rival team's band,
St. Joseph.
Yes, to play
yeah.
Boomer Sooner the entire game. It's just so.
So one of the biggest
hilarious.
stories, that may be one of the biggest stories of the game is that they hired.
You hire them, or did the rival band offer to do it?
We paid them. We hired them.
We probably paid them, but not very much. You know, it's like, we'll
go mess with them.
Hey guys, here's some Chick-fil-A sandwiches, or I don't know if they have Chick-fil-A in Philadelphia, but here's some
depressing state.
Here's some Philly cheesesteaks. You know,
Chick-fil-A
gift certificates or something. But yeah, that was funny. So they're Temple's rival, St. Joseph's is Temple's rivals, and their band.
Brilliant.
Only plays basketball. They only have basketball, so they only have this little pep band that plays in basketball games, and they're like, "Hey, will you guys come play for us?" And so they're playing.
Just
Boomer
how
Sooner.
annoying do you have to be as a Temple football player, and you're on the sideline, you see this little band up in the corner,
this tiny little band, and you're like,
jazzy. It's like jazzy.
Not only is it the team that's smoking you,
yes,
it's also your rival.
Your rival. Yeah.
I love it, man.
More of
that.
I'm here for all of that.
We need more of that. It's so good.
But yeah, I mean, to me, the biggest thing that stood out is this Temple team is not good. They have a good. I feel like they have a new coach this year. I think he's got a chance to make them something better and everything, but it's going to take him a few years.
Well, you and I talked about earlier at church that when 5 years ago when the schedule was created, Matt Rule was at Temple, and they were pretty good, you know, and so like they're scheduling games like this, So now it's like,
this was
now
scheduled
we're here.
in 2016 or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, however long ago it was.
But yeah, I mean, we kind of came in, did what we needed to do. I think, defense, just continually. I look at this defense and in the backfield the entire game, just stuffing the run, not giving the quarterback time, and this is a game that 3 years ago would have been
way too close,
45-20, or 21 or something like that. And our defense basically shut them out.
Speed D is not cutting it. Oh, sorry.
So you're talking about defense, and I text you this, but I thought it'd be a good conversation here. Even though we've played two teams in Michigan, no offense to the two teams we played besides Michigan, but my memory serves, we have not had a turnover yet.
Yeah, no turnovers on defense for.
So is that concerning for OU's defense? Because we were that was one thing we did last year pretty well, was a consistent turnover
Yeah.
Like we won the turnover margin, I think, almost every game except for maybe Tennessee.
I think in all the defensive stats outside of that, we're like 2 and 3 and
Yeah,
5 and 1, like in all of the metrics.
So one of the things about getting turnovers is it helps. Like the easiest turnovers are interceptions. It's easier to get an interception than to get a fumble for the most part. Typically, with our defense, is teams aren't trying to throw the ball on us, or if they are trying to throw the ball on us, they are getting rid of the ball really, really quick and not giving us even a chance. And they haven't completed. I mean, Temple had just over 100 yards this weekend. So you kind of look at the biggest time fumbles come are whenever a running back is out of the pocket, and you have a guy that comes and makes a big hit on him. Most teams are not getting that chance really. They're getting hit at the line and going straight down. And so, unless you're like Jadeveon Clowney that smokes a guy the moment he's handed the ball, I think we're getting big hits. We're getting pressure on the quarterback. The turnovers I think will come.
Or Mason Thomas will
eventually.
play every game. We won't miss anything for any reason.
Sad.
That's going to get over. No, I don't know if that'll get overturned.
That'd be cool.
It was wild to me how they called that a targeting, and when previously in the game they had knocked our wide receiver out
for the interception. We talked about this.
They got the interception.
No one even looked at it.
That one looked. It looked worse.
Yeah, to me, you're a defensive like if a guy gets knocked out, shouldn't that be a flag?
But it's the receivers are like literally receiving the ball, and he barely gets his head turned, and he's getting hit square in the face.
Yeah,
like I understand. Yes, you want good form tackle, but not helmet to helmet is what we're trying to say.
On a defenseless receiver or whatever.
Yes,
yeah.
If a running back can become defenseless, why can't
a hand to the face is a 15-yard penalty, right? So I'm just saying.
Right.
Like, anyways, it's just interesting.
So yeah, but I mean, I'd say so. We gave up 3 points off of a weird interception, So I don't know that there's anything that too much to complain about when it comes to defense, and gave up barely over 100 yards and offense. The first 4 possessions we scored, kind of ran into a couple, slowed down a little bit, the end of the first half and into the second half, but can't complain too much about it.
51-yard
yard run. Yep. I mean, it's Temple, but I also think looking at this time last year, we had played worse competition and we had worse passing. Like we've thrown for over 200 more yards, I think. Or
Satanga? Is that am I butchering that?
Yeah.
I am.
Satanga.
Zatania.
Zatania?
Let's say Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. That's what it was.
It looks like Stagnetta, but it's Zatania.
Okay, so
I like Stagnetta.
Him and Koenig both look like Deion Burks looks like he looks like our main threat, but it looks like Koenig and Zatania, whatever. Zatana, but sorry.
Santana.
Looks like those two have become almost Mateer's primaries. Especially when he's out of the pocket, like trying to escape, they are there.
Yeah.
To assist.
I think he's got opportunity to hit any of those guys, and to me it looks like Kanik is a safety net, because Kanik, the communication that seems like they have whenever he gets out of the pocket, Kanik is moving where there's an open space.
Yes.
He's a wild card. Like, he's an extreme threat because he can do so many things. And so even on the trick play for the 2-point conversion, you're just like, yeah, this he can do a lot of stuff. He's a super athlete.
That's
you know
neat.
what I mean?
Did you see that? Did you see that trick play?
No, I didn't see it.
So instead of kicking the point after, they
basically ran their kicker out, and then ran our tight end,
hiked it directly to Kanik.
Hiked it to Kanik, and he kind of ran up, and as the entire Temple team is coming in, he just did like a little Tim Tebow jump pass, really,
I did see the highlight.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So it was just like
hilarious.
I mean, it was a 2-point conversion.
Was that a if they line up this way, let's run it and test it? Was that because
you
it is
test
Temple?
stuff on these type of
Yeah.
games all
But
the
that's the
time.
thing. Were we doing that for a reason?
I bet
to see how it would go.
Yeah, I think we want to throw stuff out there for other teams to have to prepare for.
It's really hard to mimic game intensity in practice for those types of
no
plays.
matter who you're playing.
So
yeah.
if you have an opportunity to run it where it's not going to cost you anything,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you might give it away a little bit, but then you're also keeping other teams on their toes.
Absolutely.
Then they have to be prepared for everything.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
That's time that they have to spend on practice.
Right. Stressing over OU.
Offenses can throw stuff in, and it's, pretty easy to throw in wrinkles to plays and stuff like that. But if you show something unique or different, then the defense has to prepare for that.
Yeah.
Whether it's complicated or not. But
nice.
Yeah. And Mateer looked good. He had one of his he kind of was running to the left and had to jump throw and threw a dart. And I was just like, man, I mean, that's just something we didn't have. We didn't have last year. So just having
well, I mean, we'll have him back this weekend, but I know what you're saying.
Nice.
I think the depth showed too. I mean, I didn't get to watch the whole game, but I mean, the last couple of years, you're in a game like that and you're ahead by so far, and you put in your second and your third string, they tend to struggle.
Yeah.
Well,
we're running defensive third string guys out there.
This is one of those situations, though. Maybe it's just me. I definitely don't want Mateer gone for any stretch because
you're saying because Hawkins
does not.
There's a drop off.
Significant.
Maybe we just play him for Auburn just for all time's sake.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's good for them to get reps in those games because you never know when you need them.
We talked about it. We're texting on our thread, and we felt like Mateer should have gone out earlier. I think it was before.
Yeah, he needs reps. Hawkins needs reps for sure.
I mean, I think that last possession that they had where Mateer got the 51-yard run.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's fine that he was in there, but I probably would have pulled him the possession before. But got us.
We're also not getting paid millions of dollars to make that decision.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I mean, I think that possession or the next possession that he came out, it's kind of like whatever on that one. But I was happy overall.
So for this week, of course, OU took care of business, which was nice. Did y'all see the end of the Clemson game? So I was trying to think of the game.
Texted about it. I was at Warner's game,
so
I didn't see
Georgia Tech, Clemson.
Georgia Tech bombed. It was a 55-yard field goal, and that had like 10 yards of room. Like it was.
Yeah. And that was the end of the game.
And that ended it.
End of the game.
Expiring.
Students probably rushed.
So that wasn't in the game. Georgia, Tennessee.
Yeah, dude.
The Tennessee guy missed a field goal to win it.
After they took all that time to line it up.
Yeah.
So long.
That's one of the things that frustrates me about teams whenever
you're just like try to win the game.
If you're NFL, then I understand settling for a field goal. If you're college, do you really trust college kickers? Like how
they've been playing varsity soccer. Then,
but there was so much that they kept trying to like. You could tell they were strategically not trying to go anywhere near the end zone. Like it was, and like it's kind of like a duh. They were trying to be safe about it and trying to get within. Where does the kicker want to be placed? Is he on the right hash, left hash? Is he in the middle? But you could tell like all looked so jumbled from Heupel's standpoint. I'm like, what are we doing? Just win the game. You've done the job.
Yeah.
And then you just gave it away.
There were a few times that we did that thing, that we did that type of thing whenever Lincoln was our coach, is that we would get to that position.
Amen. Soft.
I don't know. Yeah. I think if you listen to the ref radio, they call him Mule Shoe because they don't want to use his name because he's from Mule Shoe.
You could reference the Thunder and call him a cupcake.
Cupcake, yeah.
He is. Supreme cupcake.
Couldn't handle the SEC basically.
That's right.
But he can't handle the Big Ten apparently.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But there were several games where he kind of got down to the point and he's like, okay, we're at the 20-yard line. There's a minute left. Let's just run the ball 3 times and kick it. And like against Army, you were at that game, right? We did the same thing.
That game was terrifying.
We missed it. And so we went into overtime against Army whenever.
I remember leaning over to Warner and I said, he's probably gonna miss his field goal.
Yeah.
And he missed it. And I was
So-
like, here we go, man. Like
So it's your fault.
it is my
Yeah.
fault. Don't take me to football games.
So if you're a college
Sheesh.
coach, unless you have like there was plenty of time for Tennessee to throw down the field a little bit,
Yes.
to try and get closer, to try and get a touchdown. I don't know. I mean, I felt like their offense was playing good enough that you weren't necessarily worried about a big turnover.
That's interesting
or
about
anything.
Heupel. Yeah.
So I just, Tennessee just cannot beat Georgia for whatever reason, for the last 8 years or 9 years or something like that.
That is an insane streak.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the other game, I mean, I guess there were several, like Florida LSU. Did you get a chance to watch that one at all?
Just a little bit of it.
Yeah.
It was on.
Florida's quarterback had 5 interceptions.
That's insane.
Lagway.
It made it look like, so Florida lost to USF prior. Miami destroys USF, which you thought that was going to be a little closer. But then
LSU
didn't do very much against Florida, considering, and so that for me, I'm like, oh well, that gives me a little more hope. They're not Georgia type.
Because LSU and Florida were supposed to have the best offenses,
Right. Well, not
really.
Florida was too.
Yeah,
So was Texas.
and Texas. So
well, see how he was talking about the
Rico.
how he was some Premier League. I still feel that about the SEC. I'm just like, I think it's pretty open. Like I feel pretty hopeful and confident.
Which is nice.
well,
it is
probably
nice.
and A&M, Texas A&M beat Notre Dame on a last second field goal, or last second extra point, because that game was insane. All these games that are high scoring that no one really expected to be high scoring, and then the games that people thought were going to be high scoring ended up not.
Georgia Tennessee felt like what was the shootout with Texas Tech with Baker and Mahomes?
Yeah,
I was
like a Big
oh
12.
my
It's like a
gosh,
Big
yeah.
12.
All
game
the
broke down.
memories came flooding back.
And then the Notre Dame A&M game, like Notre Dame went down, scored to go up, and then
He missed a PAT, right?
they dropped
He dropped the
the
ball.
holder
Yeah,
dropped
the holder did,
dropped
that's
the
right.
snap.
Yeah.
And
That's tough.
had to basically run out and try and throw a 2-point conversion. And the guy was open.
And he just
He
flubbed
just
it.
he just missed him. And then A&M fourth and like 12 and threw a touchdown to tie it and then kick the extra point to win it.
Chaos. I love it.
It was a lot
in
of fun.
South Bend. Like,
in South Bend.
could you imagine going to a night game there? Like that atmosphere.
Yeah, that would have been
Just-
that'd be pretty sweet.
Do they randomly just start yelling Rudy, or is that? Just
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
do the clap. The guy that's
Yeah.
like,
slow clap. The slow clap.
it's a good gif.
I don't remember seeing anything about Rudy when we went to
That's
we went to Notre
disappointing.
Dame.
That's disappointing.
So I think it's more of a
Cultural, pop culture.
cultural, just college football. 'Cause
Everyone outside of South Bend is like,
It's
This is great.
It's Samwise Gamgee, right? That's the-
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samwise,
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah.
How many good? This is totally off topic, but how many good college football or football movies are there? I'd say college football movies. That's really the only.
Yeah. Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans is a
This
high
is
school.
As a high school.
Yeah, high school.
Yeah.
Oh, We Are Marshall.
We Are Marshall.
good.
So that's
That's
a
what
good
I was
one.
thinking.
Yeah,
Good pull.
We Are Marshall's good.
the replacement's the one that comes up
That's
immediately, but that's NFL.
That's an NFL.
Any given
Fantastic.
Sunday.
Waterboy.
Water.
Okay,
That
okay.
might be the greatest college football movie ever.
that. It might be Waterboy
It's good.
over Rudy.
It's pretty good.
yeah. One thing is, I will point out that the movie Rudy, is not historically accurate because they had the "Play Like a Champion" sign
They stole.
at during the Rudy game, and Notre Dame did not have the "Play Like a Champion" sign when Rudy played there because OU had it way before Notre Dame. Sorry.
You got to share the lore. You got to do it. That's why you're on this thing, man. You got to keep us OU on track.
For sure.
So this is my first year football season, I guess I should say, that I've had weekends off in over 20 years.
Okay.
Wow.
So is it just me, or does it seem like there's been so many big games so early this year?
Yeah, it
compared to
does.
what
It
has
does.
been?
It does feel like that. Was it Texas Ohio State first? That was like off the.
nobody plays that.
I agree.
Normally, it's the first 2 or 3 games are all
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
I feel like usually there's one or two big non-conference games out of like every year, but it seems like this year has been
You never did that, right? Like we
It's
wouldn't
been
line
like-
people typically that are
not usually. Our first game is not. We've played Ohio State, we've played Notre Dame, we've played Florida State, we've played Michigan. We've played a lot of big names over the last 20 years,
But
but
not in
never
the-
the first
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Never
the first week
game.
or two.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, even this week.
And I actually I as much as I hate Texas, I like respect that we're going to play a huge game. Like I think I respect that. So
Well, we had lined up like we
They
were
still
supposed.
it
Yeah,
sucks
I
so
mean
bad.
Texas sucks. We were supposed to play Georgia last year
Rumbling.
and the year before.
Yeah.
But because we joined the SEC and we couldn't get both the games in before conference started, they decided to scrub it.
Yeah.
So we should have played Georgia last year. Can you imagine how bad that would have been?
Oh, that's
I mean, I
terrifying.
don't know. We might have beat them. We beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Uh,
That Alabama game was wild.
because the stat you brought up, this was the earliest that Tennessee Georgia have ever played
Really?
in a season.
Wow.
Usually it's like November 4th was the earliest.
Wow.
Wow.
I said that I saw that thrown
There's
up
so
on
many
game
top
day.
10 matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
top
it's pretty
15,
great.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Top
And
15
when
to
those
top
and those
25.
teams stay in the top 15, even if you lose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like Notre Dame has 2 losses and they're 0-2 and they're still in the top 25.
Have you seen OU's remaining schedule? I think was it every single person we had to play was
Everybody
ranked?
but Kent State is ranked.
Yes.
That's wild.
And it's not like, oh, they're like, oh, it's all like 18 through 25. Like, no, we're playing like number 3.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So potentially they play 3 non-ranked teams this year.
Pretty
Mhm.
much, yeah.
Yes.
But
Texas might not be ranked by the time we get there.
yeah, by the time we play, like
but
Missouri, they may be out. South Carolina may be out. I don't know.
as of right now,
Yeah, as of right now, like we
Because
have
they
the
got beat.
potential.
South Carolina got beat this weekend.
Yeah. But you got smoked by
Yeah.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt's going to be ranked.
They are, but we don't play them.
Mm,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Is that one you're wanting to go to at some point? Would you want to go to
No.
Vandy?
what?
No.
What's,
I know
what
it's like a
city?
It's in
Stadium.
Nashville.
It's in Nashville, so I didn't know. If,
No, I mean that like
I didn't know if you'd want to like, oh, I want to go to Nashville, and then like, I go to the game.
How close is the
I
Bourbon
mean-
Trail to Nashville? Not close.
yeah, I mean it is.
Close enough.
Like Nashville is central of Tennessee, and if you just drive like an hour north of there, you're in
So when we
Kentucky.
play Kentucky, is that the game we're going to?
Hey,
'Cause
Bryant
that's
better
Making that-
take us.
making that trip to Kentucky.
We'll have
that's
Brian on
true.
the- on
yeah,
the
we
pod
gotta
that
talk to
week.
For
Brian.
that week,
That's
Brian,
true.
We'll have you on earlier. I promise.
We should road trip to Kentucky. That'd be fun.
We can only have one friend of the pod who's a Man City fan.
Oh, that's true. Bryant's a huge City fan. Yeah. Yeah.
But, we also need a DD too. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
For the Bourbon
The trail,
man.
yeah.
Just
that'd
whatever
be so
team's
exciting.
lowest on the table has to be the DD. Yeah.
In 3 years or
That's tough.
however long it is until we play them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on that one.
What's next?
Well, so for the predictions,
Oh, yeah.
we
So yeah, so we picked the Georgia Tennessee game,
Yep.
and so Paul picked Georgia,
Yeah.
21-10.
Nice.
Obviously the score was way off, but
Yep.
you got the right
Got
one.
the right one.
Both me and Shaun picked Tennessee. I picked 31-21. He picked 35-28.
I mean, those are good.
That's
They're good picks.
35, that was
Yeah.
pretty. All right, sorry, I picked 28-24. So score wise, maybe not too bad, but
Yeah.
wrong side of it.
Yeah.
Which the way the beginning of the game looked, I was like, man, Tennessee is going to dominate. But
Tennessee came out just going nuts.
yeah,
But I mean, would you have if you would have said if one of us would have said both teams are scoring over 40 points? I don't think that's a game I would have. Not those.
no, not between those two
Not
teams.
those
I
two
wouldn't
teams,
have
and also not the
assumed that.
SEC. I don't
Yeah.
see that happening very much, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden it happens.
SEC defense is feeling weird.
I just think there's so much more parity,
Right.
when it comes to talent being spread across that it's really hard to play defense.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Yep.
OU can keep up the defense that they have going on. But
3 points, 10 points, 3 points so far. Given up.
yeah,
Is that right?
3 points, 13.
It's 13.
Yeah.
That's right. Because I
Yeah.
said they would only score
3,
10. I was
13,
just
3.
frustrated.
Yeah, and really, first game and third game should have been shutouts. They kicked a field goal off of turnovers
Both games. Yeah.
both games. So
I mean, we've only given up 3 points in the first half. That was against Temple so far, and we have not given up a throwing touchdown yet.
Yeah.
Passing touchdown, throwing touchdown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and we're
Sports
just
ball.
Because we also know that
only one touchdown
we also know that
given up.
Jackson Arnold's not going to do it.
Dude. Yeah.
And speaking of turnovers, hopefully we get some
We'll get
opportunities.
three this
Hopefully we get
game.
some
You'd have to
opportunities.
imagine that the defense is going to be pretty fired up, I would imagine, for this game. I would think.
I would assume so.
And I don't think Arnold was like a bad dude in the
No, I
locker
don't-
room.
I
I
think-
just think that they're motivated.
I don't
to-
think
to play
anybody
well, so-
hated.
right.
Yeah, I don't think he left with any bad blood or anything.
It definitely wasn't intentional.
No,
I mean,
no, I think his.
sometimes you just get in a position you can't get out of.
Correct.
Well, I think he
And you're
was
bringing
in,
a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I think he was in a bad position because our offense was just so bad last year. We had so many injuries that it's like he probably just needed a change of scenery
Yes.
because
Yeah. When you have it's like Michael and Jim being co-managers, right? You're just like, yeah, that's not going to work long term, probably.
I thought it worked really well.
Because what we do without the two popes. Anyways,
there's our office.
there we go.
There it
Office
is.
reference. We got it.
Do we
There
know
we go.
where game day is next week?
Yes, it's at Florida Miami,
That's interesting.
which is a really weird place to go whenever you've got.
Wait. Okay. I want to
Is
see which one you would have
Florida's
picked.
1 and 2, or is it?
Illinois, Indiana, 9 versus 19, and us 22-11, Auburn, Oklahoma, and then you have Texas Tech, Utah, 17-16, which I think those two
So-
are probably going to compete versus
I feel like that.
the Big 12, right?
I feel like OU Texas, if we're still running and gunning, would be game day probably. But I don't think they were going to do two that close together
Yeah.
since SEC game day.
That's
is
true. I would say they probably. I mean, when it comes to Big 12, you're probably looking at Texas Tech, Utah being maybe the best opportunity for game day to go to. And I mean, really, I mean, you've got that game. You got Oregon State. I know Oregon State's not any good, but it's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Michigan, Nebraska.
That I mean, maybe not be the in terms of rankings, but that'd be a good game still. Isn't because rules there now, right?
Historical program stand.
Yeah,
Yes. Isn't Matt because Matt rules it?
yeah. Matt Rule,
Nebraska, right?
Nebraska.
That seems like a very odd choice.
To me, I think Tech Utah was probably
It's
what
there.
they should have
It's
gone
literally
with.
there. Yeah. It's in Utah. I mean, I don't know, but because
Yeah, but nobody wants to go to Utah right now.
oh my gosh, we went there. So, what game are we gonna pick, guys?
dude. Too many stories out of Utah, honestly. So, I don't know, Steve. I defer to Steven on that as I get a refill.
I mean, if you want to go, I mean, looking at it, it's either. I mean,
Pick-
we're gonna
pick
pick.
game
We're
day?
gonna pick OU Auburn already. You know, we know
Yes.
that. I mean, the game day pick. I have a feeling we all know where we're gonna go on that one. So I mean, I don't know. Texas Tech, Utah.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
It looks like a fun game to pick, and
Let's
I'm
see.
fine with that.
I say we go with that one. Saturday at 11 a.m.
Kicking off early.
That's probably 10.
That's 10 in Utah.
In Utah, 10 a.m. kick in Utah.
That's why
it
they're
is
not,
an absolute rooster kick.
That's why they're
in
not doing
Utah.
it in Utah. I guess they could have changed the game time, but golly. Immediately Google says the win probability 62% to Utah.
Is Utah Mountain or Pacific?
They're Mountain Time.
They're still Mountain.
Yeah,
So
so it's
it switches at some point
Yeah.
there.
yeah. So Utah is Mountain. Salt Lake City is Mountain.
They open up as a 3.5 point favorite to rate to
You know, I'm not sure. I'm kind of leaning. I'm kind of leaning Tech. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. But I mean, they smoked Oregon State. They beat Kent State. I mean, that's not saying much, but Arkansas. So Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Kent State, and Oregon
so
State.
they played no one.
are the three teams they've played.
Who has Utah played so far? Utah's played.
They played UCLA.
Who's nobody?
Pack Stadium, great quarterback,
Like-
transfer.
There were less fans at the Rose Bowl for the UCLA game than there were in Philadelphia for the OU Temple game, for sure.
I'm pretty sure there were
They
more.
fired their coach, right?
Yeah, they
UCLA.
fired UCLA fired their coach.
UCLA
Yeah.
and
Do you remember
and
his
Virginia
presser?
Tech.
Do you remember his presser from earlier, like when he was hired?
No.
Guys, I'll send it to you later. It's just really awkward. And anyways, yeah.
Was that the one that he didn't want to? It sounded like he didn't want to be there.
Yeah, it was just awkward. He was like, he goes, something you should know about UCLA. It's in Los Angeles. And then he was like, he paused and he's like, so is USC. And he's like, so we're looking forward to the season. Like, but it was like a minute long for him to say that. Anyways, it's bad.
So Utah has beat UCLA.
Yep.
They beat Cal Poly, and they beat Wyoming. So neither team has really
Has
played anybody. So that being said, I think I'm going to go Texas Tech 45-42.
It's a good old fashioned shootout.
Yeah.
We're going big.
All right.
Utah 42-35.
Boy. All right. Texas Tech over Utah 31-13.
31-13.
Yeah.
Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna hold Utah to 13 points.
I said what I said.
He said what he said.
I'm verifying what you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
Did I stutter?
There's a lot at stake, obviously.
Okay. What
each
was
week,
your
okay?
score? What was your score?
42-35.
Okay. Guess
Oh,
picker
you want
first.
me-
Guess
Yeah, guess
picker.
picker. This is like you're like
I would say probably 28-17. I would say probably Tech.
okay.
Do we all pick Tech? Or do you pick Utah?
I picked Utah.
You pick Utah.
I picked Utah.
Yep.
I'm the outlier.
Wow.
Really, I'm kind of could go. I feel like the game could go either way because I think either team could really. Yeah, I picked a high score. It's probably going to be like 13-10. The way this
The
season
early
has
time,
gone.
early game time.
Seriously.
Yeah, the 10 a.m. Everybody's still asleep.
Don't even have enough time to like tailgate. Like, that's just
Yeah,
You just do
Ugh,
breakfast.
that's man.
Get the Blackstone out there.
Well, that's what, like the 11 a.m. kicks. Like you can tell even at OU, even if there are people set up with tailgates, and even if it's a big game, like just it is just dead compared to even the fans take a little bit of time to get warmed up for the game and everything. You know,
But I think if you're two teams trying to get national attention, sometimes you got to play it whenever you can
Yeah.
to get on national TV.
yeah,
Are they big noon kickoff for Fox? Is that who's doing it?
I think it's Fox.
yeah.
It'll be. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. The prospect of having a morning game is kind of fun. Like to have.
Well, you like
the
for,
beverage-
like our
The
game.
beverages start early.
Exactly. Yeah, Bloody Marys,
It's-
obviously.
Mimosas everywhere.
Yeah.
Tequila sunrise, whatever. Screwball or screwdriver.
Yeah.
So yeah, that game. So 11.
Chelsea's at 10:30.
That might be 10:30. I said 11:30, but that might be Eastern.
It's one of those.
It's got to be.
It's not at the Buckreck at dawn. So
Yeah.
So
So
for
we'll go to Steven's house. Steven's house first for the Everton game.
yeah,
I'll run over here during my run and just stop by.
yeah. Speak
Once
about
a
yeah.
little bit.
Gotta bring the mimosas for that one.
That's
All right.
fine.
No, how do you do what's the
So bring the blood pudding.
what's the coffee with the or the
Like Kahlua and
coffee
Baileys.
with the Kahlua or
Oh,
the
yeah.
Baileys? That's what you got to have for the
Yeah.
the
Irish
early
coffee?
morning. Yeah, the
Irish
Irish
coffee.
coffee for the early morning.
That sounds fantastic.
It's not quite cold enough yet.
It was, and now it's
Yeah, we had a couple days of nice
teased us.
nice cool weather, and then the false fall went away. So okay, so looking at other stuff, is there anything else? Oh, so we need to make predictions probably for you,
Oh, you Auburn.
Auburn, and talk about that a little bit.
It's a good way to
first SEC game of the season for OU. Obviously, there's a bunch of teams that have already played conference games.
Mhm.
So we got Jackson Arnold coming back.
Hey, Arnold.
I think our defense is going to just dominate. I think
I do too, man.
he relies so much on the running. I think we're going to have the same game plan we had against Alabama last year. If somehow they're going to beat us by throwing the ball, then we're going to make them do that.
They are definitely, they're putting up yards. They're putting up big offense, but Baylor, Ball State, South Alabama. And I agree. I think that it's pretty cool to have an OU defense that is just knock your teeth out. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know? So I just don't think they put up that many points. But are we doing predictions? Or are we just talking just other parts of the game?
If you have prediction, I'd go prediction.
Yeah.
Or any other storylines out there? I don't know.
No, I mean, I think that's the big one.
R. Mason Thomas out.
Yeah, he's out for the first half.
Yeah.
When do we know? Do we know if OU is going to appeal that?
Well,
and when would they have to do it?
I think Brent already said they're going to appeal it. I think it doesn't matter what they always appeal it. You know, whether they're going to actually get it overturned or not.
Barry Switz already egged the commissioner's house. But
I think that it has. I think
I'll tell you, coming from college athletics, they charge you money to do these appeals, and it's literally like you're just throwing money.
Yeah,
away.
Sure.
Yeah, they're not going to actually get overturned or whatever.
Hey, we got enough money.
What does that really say?
Dude.
You know?
Yeah, that says that we made a bad.
Unless it's something just blatantly obvious, but if it's,
but it didn't.
I don't think it's going to get I don't think it'll get overturned, even if they appeal it, because there's contact to the head. Way. It's such a subjective. It's such a subjective rule that it's silly that they even eject people. Like, why isn't it just a penalty?
Unless this was Alabama or Ohio State trying to get into the finals, there's no way this could be overturned.
With it being Auburn, I think we have enough confidence.
Yeah.
We have enough confidence in our defense as a collective.
Yeah.
But again, if it's OU Texas, I mean they
might be like,
we'll fight for whatever it takes to try to do that. But
I mean, it will be nice second half to have him come out and just be like, Arnold,
fired up.
You'll see me in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've got other guys too. Our defensive line is deep enough that
Stone
and he doesn't like. And there's times where he rotates out and other guys rotate in just throughout the game and everything. So I think that
next man up. Yep.
Yeah, I think we've got guys that can go in and wreck people. So
Auburn's, this is kind of fun to look at. Just Auburn's next 4 games: us, A&M, Georgia, Missouri.
So they've got a rough.
They're starting.
They have a rough October.
Yes.
Yeah.
Into September, October.
I mean, their easiest game is Arkansas, and that's not. Arkansas barely lost to Ole Miss this weekend.
Gosh, man.
Probably should have won. That's a stretch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw that.
No, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
Did you pick a score?
I haven't yet.
I'm gonna pick OU. I think it's gonna be 30-10.
30-10. I will do 28-17.
Okay.
OU, sorry.
Yeah, I also.
Of course.
38-9. No, I think they get there, but I think they can't. I don't think
we
Arnold
have a turnover
will. There's at least one turnover.
Yeah.
And
we have 3 turnovers, and they kick 3 field goals out of them.
So dumb.
Hey, still kick 3 field goals.
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate a little bit.
No.
I'm still gonna pick OU, but I think it's be 21-20. Like, there's got to be a hiccup somewhere.
Oh, definitely. There always is.
Yeah, SEC's different.
It's OU. It's OU. There's a hiccup somewhere.
Well, and we don't know if Michigan is. I mean, they beat Central Michigan, but we don't know how good they are yet. Really.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, kind of looking at all these teams, I mean, like we said, it's just tough to tell. You know, and this year especially, even so, just because of all the transfer portal stuff that's going on. I mean, until the end of the year is here, I don't really think we're going to know who, the top 12 teams that are going to make the playoff are.
I don't think we're going to
the last couple of weeks.
We won't know how good Michigan actually is because they play USC on the 11th of October. They don't play Ohio State until the last game of the season.
Who coaches USC?
I don't know, some guy.
Okay.
Oh man,
nobody really knows.
I'm never prepared for it, but then I'm like, that's so good,
so great.
Yeah.
Some guy that's probably getting fired after this year.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
Getting fired, getting paid.
Now they probably can't afford to fire him.
$10 million a
You're
year.
like
I'll get
OSU and Mike
fired.
Gundy.
Could be cool.
I mean, I personally, that would be my ultimate business goal, is to sign a 5-year, $10
Jimbo.
million
Yeah.
Jimbo Fisher.
contract. Just
And then get fired.
just hang out for a year and then get paid $6 million.
They say the head he was the head coach at LSU. Gosh, I'm just completely going blank on his name.
Les
Les
Miles?
Miles.
Current?
Yeah.
No, after Les Miles,
the frog guy.
yeah, the guy that
The water boy guy.
His last name was an M. He had that raspy voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
gosh, why am I going
Like
blank?
the guy in overalls on Waterboy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. He's like, yeah.
I mean, he sounded, he's from Louisiana for sure.
I mean, I went to
I'm trying
Orgeron,
hard.
Ed Orgeron, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Like there's been people that have posted stuff of him like hanging out on the beach because he got fired from LSU, and he's just like,
he won a national title, didn't he?
yeah,
With Burrow.
yeah, with Burrows,
Burrows?
yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
I went to finals. Like, I want more money, and I want to fire me, pay me more.
Yeah, exactly. Tell him.
So I'm jobless.
Yeah, that's what it did to Andy.
Oh man,
Member of the finance team. Gotta be careful. It's okay.
always looking for ways
Legend.
Andy just shut off the pod.
Legend over
Done.
to always. Looking for
Anyways,
ways.
oh man.
So games coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, we kind of talked about those and everything. We talked about OU. Looking forward to getting started in the SEC.
Yep.
Team USA.
USA Soccer.
We beat Japan.
beat Japan.
Man,
They changed 9 of their 11 players.
We're on a heater.
I'm gonna caveat all this.
So that means they weren't playing their best team when we beat them 2-0.
yeah. No. I
did you know though that
I
we qualified for the World Cup?
So did Japan.
Well, there we go.
And
We
they had
beat
to wo-
we
they had
beat
to
a
work
team
at
that,
it.
we beat a team that qualified for the World Cup. What is there, like, just looking at the Team USA? What is there that we're looking forward to?
that the World Cup's in the U.S.
Well, I'm talking about
No, that's what we're looking for.
like as we're
Yeah.
okay.
There's
Oh,
nothing
that's
to
it.
look forward
That's
to,
okay.
yeah.
Totally. We're here.
Other than we have at least 3 matches in
There's
the World Cup in the U.S.
there seems to be, and y'all could speak into this too, but there seems to be a culture of unhealth, of camaraderie, of
There's been so much drama the last
drama.
couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coaches.
It's something to do with like the heritage of some of these guys from the 90s and early 2000s, and then like current stuff, and it just makes me feel gross and weird, right?
Does it feel like the
infighting.
90s guys aren't backing up?
That
the
is
team?
definitely true. Like, I mean, a lot of these guys are not.
There's
speaking
division
highly.
there for sure.
And I mean, like, yes, Christian Pulisic, like, he probably doesn't present himself in a great light at times when he's talking about how he feels about those critiques, right? But I'm also like, I can't just say because he, doesn't say something specific on a podcast or the way he responds to something emotionally or whatever in real time means that he doesn't care about the country, he doesn't care about the team. Or I just think that they're quick to jump to like, well, he should be acting like this, he should be being this, he should be saying this, he should be thankful for where he's at. And I'm like, I don't know, man. We're millennials. Like, give us a break,
You're never happy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. How do y'all process that?
I think anyone who puts on the U.S. jersey wants to be there.
Right.
Nobody
Agreed.
has to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have to be
Yeah.
there.
They can not play if they don't want
But
to.
I think there's also a level of expectation of, I mean, especially being an American, like you want to be number one, you want to win, you're competitive. And I think it's a little bit of, part of Christian playing overseas and then coming back to not quite the same level or standard.
Yeah.
But it's still the epitome of U.S. soccer is there is no identity. There is
Agreed.
no...
Hasn't been for 10 years, 15
This
years.
is what we are. It's just have changed so much. We've gone from trying to imitate everyone else's style of play or formation or philosophy to, I think there was a period in the late 90s to early to 2010-ish where it was just more of the hard nose, collar, outwork you, out tackle you, and just play for the sake of playing.
Yeah.
Without any real expectations.
I had an emotional response It was the Japan game, I think. Is that when they retired Bradley's jersey at the beginning? And I just was trying to explain to Warner, I was like, yeah, we don't have that right now. Like, that dude was ready to throw down against anybody, in terms of just like physicality for the badge, for the country. And I was just like, man, I just kind of miss some of that. I think Tyler Adams has some of that in him. I think some of those guys have that, but I was like, man, I'm kind of sad that Bradley's done.
I
You know what
feel like a lot of it, especially that generation, 10 and 14 World Cups, were both felt like. I'm not gonna sit there and say we of course we didn't go semis or finals or whatever, but it felt like it was a decent game plan. I don't know. I don't, again, no identity, no real. This is what we're good at. I think a lot of it was either we're gonna be physically better than you, and we tried for that, or like our athletes are better than your athletes, and that's what it kind of came down to. It was never a. This is the system. You're going to adjust to that because we're going to beat you if you don't. And I don't think. And now we're still in the situation where there is no system in place that we've taken. It's united. It's you have great players, but you put in a poor system. So the system that you see does not counteract the poor attributes that each player has. Because not every player is perfect, right? Messi is not like this fantastic defender.
Be careful what you're saying.
You do
We
not.
just lost subscribers.
We just lost all of the entire country of Argentina.
Love you, Messi.
But you don't see him. They don't put him in a position where he has to defend.
Well, yeah, because the best defense is a good offense.
So technically, he's the best defender.
He's actually a goat.
But that's where I don't know. I look at this team and I
Is Messi a better defender than James Harden?
Yes.
Doesn't take much.
no. I don't know. I get frustrated watching this, like our team, just because it is and maybe it's us as Americans. We're like, oh, we have this expectation and we assume
to be we're the best at everything else. Why aren't we the best at soccer too?
Yeah.
I could go on for days with this, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Like a beat a dead horse.
a bit of a controversy as I think Klinsmann was probably one of the better things we could have had.
Agreed.
I don't think he had enough
here.
time, but I think the downfall for Klinsmann is the way our youth system is structured. I mean, he cut a lot of flack for telling players to go play overseas. Well, the best leagues in the country are overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the
since we don't have the
academies-
development
Yeah.
here in the States, to where they're developed in-house. Now, it's growing a little bit more on the men's side with your MLS Next and then some of your MLS2 teams, but you don't have that development ingrained.
The younger kids, unless their parents are loaded, aren't going to get developed.
Yes. And the way youth soccer is, I mean, the women's side's a different story, but on the men's side, you don't have the same level of quality training, but training into a way of playing.
Yeah.
And you can make the argument that we have so many other sports and we don't have all the best athletes, but we're also 5, 6, 7, 10 times the size of other countries.
Yeah.
So if you take the same player pool or
You've
number,
got the smaller,
you can't, at this point, you can't use that as an excuse.
Well, I'm just going to back up your statement with Jurgen and how well he did for us. We removed him, and the visceral hatred from at least from online that this man had at the end of his tenure. He was 55, 27, and 16 wins, loss, and draws as the USA men's head coach. Just some achievements. He won the 2013 Gold Cup with a 6-0 record, which was massive right before the World Cup, right? So he led them to a record 12-game winning streak during that time. 2014 was the group of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets out of that
It's
group.
out of there.
Because Portugal,
Right.
we had to get through Portugal, didn't we? And Ghana? That 2014?
Yes.
Just to face Belgium.
Yes. With the, 29 shots?
Brutal.
I mean, that was Lukaku, Hazard,
yes.
De Bruyne,
Courtois. That
Yes.
was a Belgian team. That was their generational team.
Yeah.
Right.
incredible.
And then he achieved first ever wins in Italy and Germany and the first point in Mexico during World Cup qualifying since 1997.
Bravo.
He literally took the best players and put them in the best positions to win.
His goal was to develop an identity of U.S. soccer.
He talked
and
about
he was trying to start it from the youth up.
Yeah. So if he would have had more time, if they'd have just been like,
but everything
let's
was
ride
so counterintuitive to what American sports culture
Yeah,
is.
and you
and political.
and to give someone the reins in some capacity in U.S. sports, like you'd have to relinquish control of all of these other youth development soccer programs across the country. And I think everyone has their own identity in those things and how they're supposed to function and work. I mean, our kids right now are in academies in Moore and in Norman, and that is a unique thing. And it feels like the vision of those things change frequently, and it's hard to keep up with it,
And just in that, I complain a lot, even now, with the way the state of Oklahoma runs its soccer programming for kids. I've also been spoiled. I grew up in Dallas, Pennsylvania, both literally Dallas, Houston does very well with development. So we'll just say Texas and Pennsylvania were the two states that are producing some of the most kids into collegiate and then into pros.
Yeah.
So I was kind of spoiled to be around the way it functions. And so coming here to Oklahoma and watching my child run through all this, I'm like, it's so dysfunctional. It's so, and he can talk, and I'm maybe putting him on the bus or whatever, but he can talk a lot about it if we wanted to, if we have time, whatever. But it just seems so disconnected. And so, well, this is my club, but you can't go, like, we're not going to talk about this club. Like, literally, I'm not going to throw names. Our club will not talk to another club because that other club will only play games on a specific night against us. And you're like, and they're like, well, that night is the way our club runs their like individual specialized sessions
training.
And you're like, okay, so why can't you move this here? Why can't we do that? And it's just like my daughter didn't get to play this weekend because not a team signed up in her age bracket because we were so like, no, this is what we're going to do. And we're not, I've had four mortgages.
Well, you look at the Brazilian culture, they don't start really playing 11v11 and into organized teams and clubs till they're like 13, 14.
Yeah.
There's too much specialized, and I can get into a lot of psychology, but it's gotten to a point, it's not just soccer, it's every sport. Some of your top athletes are all multi-sport athletes.
Yeah.
And we're becoming too specialized and too specific at such a young age. I think that's a big part of it, but a lot of it is just we just have no identity and we can't seem to find it, and we can't seem to find the right mix of American culture and sports culture and youth sports culture and what's needed to compete at the international level.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
and
it's tough.
I don't know if that will change.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess there's got to be somebody willing to relinquish some power, and who knows if that'll ever happen.
There's so many countries that have so few people that do so well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
With less talent,
Yeah.
with less athletes. So I'm not as excited about the World Cup as I was, but I am excited because we get to watch World Cup.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm not as excited because of the freaking price. I will digress to that every single time
I just don't understand why you thought it was going to be cheap. This is the U.S.
I understand that.
$10 nosebleeds,
you're putting U.S. sports with FIFA.
I would, but
things are gonna be crazy.
Well, hold on. If no one knows, and let's make sure I get all this right, they just opened last week.
Right to buy.
A right to buy.
Yeah.
You have no idea what teams are going
to be in that location.
Where.
It's like going to Disneyland. You're like, we'd like to do a right to buy for the Lightning Pass. You might get to use it, but it's $300.
And you don't know what ride you're going.
Your Lightning Pass, you got. It's a Small World. Congratulations.
The teacups.
Oh, dude.
I'm just.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes.
I'm pretty sure that when you got that, you got a collector's card also.
Yeah, you should be happy.
So
I do
see a proper country.
It's going to be cheaper come closer to game time.
Yeah.
People selling
on the
tickets.
smaller countries.
And that's all we've talked about this. Like, all I care about really is just
going to a
game.
game.
Now, I do think the bigger games, once you get to the knockout round and beyond, I do think it's going to be absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you can get something in the group stage and you're finding two teams that you're buying the third game,
New
and
Zealand, Bosnia.
the third game, and those teams
I'm
are
here
already
for it.
eliminated or something.
Because you're
like
going to
that,
have so many people buying these tickets, and then their team is not going to end up playing at that stadium.
Right.
Or,
yeah, for whatever.
so I think that you're going to be able to find some things. And plus, you have all the scalpers just trying to buy everything up right now.
Right.
Bunch
Yeah.
of jerks.
China.
China.
I'm just kidding.
So unrelated, just a quick deal. I wanted to touch base on this. I thought this was kind of cool. So Everton moved into their new stadium. The Everton men's team moved into the new stadium. Everton women moved into Goodison Park, and they played their first match at Goodison.
Woo. So is that their home now?
So that's their home now.
Fantastic.
Is that cool?
That is
That is
awesome.
That's
cool.
pretty cool to be
Yeah,
able to
that is
keep it
cool.
keep it going.
They're
and
not.
everything.
They're not tearing the stadium
Yeah,
down.
they're
or
not
anything.
tearing it down.
Yep.
They lost, but
That's how you ended it, right there.
I thought it was. I just thought it was really cool that they're getting to kind of keep that stadium going
agree.
and
That
everything.
the women
Fantastic.
get secondhand seconds. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Oh,
but I still feel like probably for most women team, it's probably a better
Oh, it's a big
stadium
stadium.
than most.
At least in
women's
England.
teams that- yeah,
Now,
well,
Barcelona,
yeah,
that team, but they're also that women's team, and even actually, I will say this: Arsenal does bring in, I think, 40,000 for a women's match.
yeah.
It's pretty astonishing.
That's who they played their first match.
Was it?
Everton.
Was it?
They
Was
played
it?
Arsenal.
Nice.
Oh no, sorry, they played Tottenham. I was wrong.
Oh, you
I'm
lost to
just all
Tottenham?
over the place.
Come
yeah.
on.
Well, it's all right. So last on our list of stuff to touch on
yes.
is
Scandal.
Kawhi Leonard, Steve Ballmer,
Really fired up to be here today.
Treegate. This is like so.
Shell companies.
So
I
there's
mean-
a shell company that they set up to pay Kawhi Leonard so that.
So
they
wait,
could,
I can't pay Paul behind the scenes.
I mean, you
and-
can. There's no salary cap
I
for
think
what you want to pay Paul in this podcast.
Again,
Yeah.
it goes back to if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah,
Right.
I think there's a hesitancy from the commissioner to bring the hammer because he was the one that ousted or kicked out Donald Sterling right from the Clippers back in 2014, 15, something like that. And so it's like
Well,
did
you also throw down the hammer. Then when all these other things that will come out,
All these other players
You
that
have
are
to do
getting
the
the
same
same
thing.
Oh, sure.
type of deal.
there will be more stories. Like if this reporting is true, which it sounds pretty airtight in many ways, then more stuff will come up. I mean, Patrick Beverley's already on podcast talking about how Steve Ballmer had promised him all this stuff and didn't deliver on it. And I'm like, players are already talking about
Yeah.
some of this stuff, you know?
Well, I mean, I think.
And how did they bring these guys? that
I
year?
think we've seen stuff that has come from the Clippers and multiple reports from the Clippers, and also with Kawhi's. I think it was Kawhi's uncle trying to get
Uncle
more money
Dennis.
from.
Yeah.
Uncle Dennis trying to get more money from the Raptors and stuff. So
someone I was listening to said, has anyone caused as much trouble and played less basketball?
I have to say this tweet.
probably not.
Let's go.
Breaking, the NBA has mandated that Kawhi Leonard play all 82 games next season as part of the disciplinary action.
Is that Sintel?
This is a tell.
Yeah. You got Sintel.
NBA
This is
Centel.
great.
Yeah, I just think that like they have to do something, right? They have to
Because if not, then you're then mandating. Sam Presti can go to when we need to pay everybody else out. Okay, well, we're just gonna make some shell
Essentially why they
companies.
announced it. They were all getting paid anyway. So,
Correct.
So let's try and make
Yeah,
it somewhat
yeah,
legal.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
so
Somewhat.
what's the point of having a salary cap
Right.
Yeah.
if you can all do all this stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. If you can do all this under the table.
And just
And it-
billionaires get away with crap. So it's
Yeah.
like this is just one of those things. If they don't do something, then it's like, of course, middle America's stuck paying for streaming services. We're having to deal with all these.
Are we blaming Ballmer for how much it is to pay for?
Yeah,
You know what?
FanDuel?
For fans.
You know what? Why do you need to watch the games? You can just watch highlights.
I know. The commissioner.
The
said that. I
commissioner
know.
of the NBA
That was
said
bad.
It's silly. It's silly.
It's a highlight.
It's just
league.
out of touch.
Do you know
It's
that-
a
it's out of
highlight
touch.
league.
Do you know that in Australia you pay like $10 for every? It's like $10 for every quarter.
Of course.
Like it's not even. It's
New
not
Zealand
that
and
much.
Australia.
It's so cheap
Standard
compared to what
living's
we pay for the team that literally.
Oh,
Do
I
they
thought you
actually-
were saying for every quarter of the game.
Sorry,
I was like,
$10.
That's all.
I'm only going to watch the fourth quarter.
Re-up,
then.
re-up.
It's like put the quarter in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, what kind of media do you get from Australia? I mean, it can't be that good.
Just a bunch of people like Steven Adams. You know, he's New Zealand.
Well, it's a bunch of kangaroos playing.
Yeah, exactly.
High school
I
mascot.
want that. I'm here
High
for
school
that.
mascot kangaroos.
Yeah.
That's
But,
awesome.
Anyways, yeah, we'll see.
What? Yeah, I don't think we have much to. The one.
Yeah.
So we do have a pick. The Thunder do have the Clippers first round pick
Next year.
next year.
So we hope that there's severe penalties that make them tank. Kawhi Leonard can't play.
For a year.
They
Yeah.
also. I
So
don't know.
if they void his contract, like people are asking, I mean, is that literally? Can he? Like
They're saying that they would void it, but then also he would be banned for a year. Like he wouldn't be able to just jump to another team. I think if that happened,
He would become an unrestricted free agent.
Okay.
after
After the year.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
I don't
that
know.
because I did see like it was basically void his contract, but it's still on their books, so their salary cap
so
is
they
still
still have to-
hindered.
yeah.
Which that to me that's a fair punishment. That's a
Well, it's not like he plays a lot, anyways.
yeah, and like all this, yeah, exactly. Like
And
after
they
the
probably
Thunder
would
had
play
their
better without him.
after the Thunder had this season, and we're so young, we're so agile, we're so good. I'm like, they're old. The Clippers are old. You know, like they're one of the. Are they the oldest team in the NBA? Like age wise, average age.
ooh, Golden State's getting up there now.
I don't know. They might be. That's a good question for
Draymond.
We
doesn't
wish we
have
had a
any gray
producer
hair.
to ask this question and just look up quickly.
Draymond. Doesn't. Yeah, how much
He kind of looks like he should be a referee out there with all that gray in his beard and stuff.
he's? Yeah, he's. They definitely calling him Unk.
Oh yeah.
For the 25-26 season, the LA Clippers are the oldest team by average player age, projected average age of 33.2 years old.
Wow.
33.
That's ancient.
And the
Yep.
Thunder's like
Is their oldest
20
player?
The
Four.
oldest team ever assembled in NBA history.
my gosh.
And Kawhi's about to just get
How old is Kawhi
blasted.
now?
He's one of the
He's probably
shell
31.
companies for walkers.
I mean, when aspirin's one of your
One of your main
sponsors.
Aspiration. Sorry, that's the shell company. Aspiration.
So
Yeah, we'll
cool
see.
guys.
It's fun.
Well, thanks for joining us, Justin.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah, I
Justin.
appreciate you guys having
Yeah.
me on.
We'll have to do it more often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
City plays. Some
Drop in.
Next time I'm just gonna go
Because you
somewhere
know
else.
what the outcome's gonna be.
Yeah.
So,
we all know the outcome's gonna be.
I was
Well.
legitimately. I thought it could go either way this year.
Don't lie.
No, I really did. Just the way Man City's been playing.
He's rude to
Yeah.
me the entire day. Talking crap the entire time.
that's right. He gets a lot nicer when he's around other people.
So much nicer. Belittled the
We
whole
even
day.
it out.
Yeah, very nice.
Like always, thank y'all very much. Socials. Anybody want to start us off?
At OU Rules 06
Onesie, doozies,
1Z.
onesie.
That like 4 Z's the way you said it.
Yeah, you can type in as whatever you want. Really.
Apostle PK on the X and Instagram.
STOROARK_10 at Twitter.
It's always tough to find on there sometimes. I'm trying to tag you on stuff.
I just start typing
really?
ST, and then that usually pops up.
Yeah.
Pre-fills or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I'm on socials, but I don't really.
You don't
do
mess with
social
that.
media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well,
Lame.
cool. Hey, well, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Join us next week where hopefully we're talking about another OU win.
We will be.
And a United win. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll see.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Chris always running